the kite that never came back. Every spring, the rooftops of Lahore transformed into battlefields of color and joy. Basant was not just a festival, it was a feeling, a tradition, and for young Ayaan, it was the happiest time of the year. Ayaan, only 10 years old, had the spirit of an explorer and the heart of a dreamer. His room was full of broken kite frames and carefully preserved strings. He believed every kite had a personality. Some were proud, some playful, others wild and rebellious. This year, something unusual happened. Ayaan's grandfather, Dada Abu, who rarely left his armchair by the window, called Ayaan over one evening. His eyes twinkled with a strange light as he handed Ayaan an old kite wrapped in cloth. "I used to fly this when I was your age," he said softly. "But this one, it flew higher than any other. Some said it could go beyond the sky itself." Ayaan unwrapped it slowly. The kite was a faded silver, its wings etched with symbols that shimmered only when held under moonlight. Its string was unlike anything Ayaan had ever seen, golden, strong, and impossibly light. "Why haven't you flown it again?" Ayaan asked. His grandfather smiled faintly. "Because once, it didn't come back." A chill passed over Ayaan's shoulders, but his curiosity burned brighter than fear. The morning of Basant arrived like a celebration of light. Colorful kites filled the sky like birds in flight. Music echoed through alleyways, families gathered on rooftops, and laughter poured like sunshine. Ayaan waited patiently. He flew 3 of his regular kites, won 1 match, lost 2. Then, just as the sun reached its peak, he tied the golden string to the silver kite. With a deep breath, he launched it into the wind. The silver kite soared. It didn't wobble or dip like other kites. It glided, cutting the sky like a blade, rising higher and higher until it was a glimmer, then a speck, then almost gone. "Wow," whispered someone on the next rooftop. Ayaan pulled the string to bring it back. Nothing happened. He pulled harder, still nothing. The string tugged back, like something powerful on the other end was pulling it away. The golden thread began to glow, and suddenly, whoosh! A sudden gust of wind lifted Ayaan off his feet. He expected to fall, but instead, the air thickened and wrapped around him like water. The sky shimmered. His neighborhood faded below, then silence. Ayaan opened his eyes. He wasn't falling. He was standing on a cloud. His shoes sank slightly into the fluffy white floor. Above him, the sky was no longer the soft blue of home, but a deep, swirling ocean of purple, gold, and silver. Kites larger than houses flew in the distance, trailing threads that seemed to hum with music. Suddenly, a soft giggle echoed around him. A swirl of wind shaped like a small boy zoomed past, doing flips in the air. Another followed, this one shaped like a girl, her laugh like bells. "Look, a ground walker!" they cried, circling Ayaan. "Where am I?" he asked, stunned. One of them came close and whispered, "You've entered the sky world. Few ever do. Only those who fly the forgotten kite and hold on long enough." Ayaan looked at his hand. He was still clutching the golden string. The wind children led him across floating bridges made of air and light. They passed through cloud cities, where towers were shaped like feathers, and staircases twisted through tornadoes. Giant birds soared overhead, their wings casting rainbows in their wake. In the distance, he saw a palace made entirely of mist. As they approached, the mist parted to reveal a woman sitting on a throne of starlight. Her hair flowed like wind, and her eyes were as old as time. "I am Alara, queen of the sky," she said. Ayaan bowed, uncertain what else to do. "You've flown the kite that was made of forgotten winds and old wishes. Long ago, your grandfather came here too, but he chose to return before completing the journey. Will you?" Ayaan blinked. What journey? The kite holds a wish. A wish made by a child long ago. If you follow its string, you'll see where it leads, but be warned, the path shows your truest heart. Ayaan nodded. He followed the golden thread deeper into the skies. He passed through a forest of floating feathers, where memories hung like fruit on invisible trees. He saw moments from his life, his first fall from a bicycle, his mother hugging him after a fever, the day his little sister was born. Then the path darkened. He saw the time he lied to his best friend, the time he broke Dada Abu's watch and hid it. Tears came to his eyes. but the golden thread pulled him onward. At the end of the path, there was nothing but open sky. The silver kite hovered in the distance, held in place by light itself. A voice whispered from the air, "Do you want to stay? Or go home?" Ayaan closed his eyes. He loved this place. It was magic. It was freedom. But he missed the real sky. The smell of mango blossoms. The warmth of Amma's hand. The sound of his little sister calling him by. "I want to go home," he said softly. The silver kite began to dissolve. The golden thread wrapped around his hand like a ribbon, then vanished. He awoke on the rooftop. The silver kite lay next to him, now dull and silent. No one had noticed he was gone. The sun had barely moved. It was as if time itself had paused. Ayaan never saw the golden thread again. But every time he flew a kite, he felt the wind speak to him. And sometimes, when the sky turned purple at dusk, he could almost hear the giggles of wind, children playing far above the clouds, and he would smile, because he knew not every kite that disappears is lost. Some find their way to the sky world. Subscribe my channel, and comment below your ideas about story.